Our Airbnb.
Really?
Yes, that one right there is our ride. We can hop in.
Right now?
Yep, go ahead.
You got my banana? Or me?
So over there it's like a check-in point.
Okay.
You need to pay the entrances.
8 souls per person.
Yep. But you have child, so just 4.
Ah. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 32. Do you have it, Carrie, or do you want me to get it? I can get it. Or do you have it?
I got it.
Okay. 32.
That's the island?
And this?
That's the island?
32. 4 times 8 is 32. Half price. Yeah, so it's 32. Lake Titicaca. Floating islands. Yeah, reed houses. That's.
Look at that boat.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that cool boat?
yeah. There's another boat right there, coming up on it. Look at that boat.
Where are they going?
So this is where our Airbnb is. These are the floating islands of Lake Titicaca,
What?
highest elevation lake in the world. Oh wow! Lake Titicaca. This is where our Airbnb is today. 12,500 feet. Highest elevation lake in the world. And it's a floating island. Everything's made out of these reeds. Right, reeds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's soft and squishy. I might take a nap. Yeah. 54 feet deep here.
It doesn't even look like that.
And they add reeds every year.
Yep,
But
me.
after a while, they get so waterlogged that they sink, and they have to build a new island. Oh, those are cool. Huh. What's that, Cole? Heart.
I thought this was McDonald's.
Oh, the arches.
What? What is this?
This is an hour and a half tour. Uh-huh. Yeah. that one? Do they have a motor on it? How much work would it be to build one of those? Wow. Yeah. Oh, behind it. But how do you get
It's just parked there.
Yeah. How do you move those around? Those big boats? You push it?
The motorboat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. Right behind.
Oh, fish farm? Ah.
That's cool.
What kind of fish do you keep out there?
There are trout, kingfish, native fish like karachi.
Yeah?
Karachi is our native fish. Normally this is the size.
Small fish.
Small fish.
Because the water's so cold? Or?
Maybe because the fresh lake here.
Yeah?
The fresh water.
Mm.
1 liter, yes, you can find 1 gram of salt. Which is mean that's drinkable water.
Mm-hmm.
This is the river. In this river, the maximum depth over here is 25 meters.
Wow.
The shallow areas, we have the shallow areas, that's where the reeds grow.
Uh-huh.
When the reeds grow, the maximum depth over there is just 2 meters.
So 75 feet and
That
6
is the
feet.
place to fix, or to put the anchors
Yeah.
to the island. That's why the island doesn't move. It's staying in one place. We can have a look here.
So why did people start building the islands?
That's we have so many reasons, you know, when they started to live in the middle of the lake. But many years ago, at the beginning, the lake was, you know, where the reeds grow was very shallow because the soils are like a natural property from the city like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, not. It's under the water. They have a very ancient cemetery, but it's under the water.
Uh-huh.
And nobody goes there. Because it's like we say, that's the sacred place.
Oh.
This is the sacred place. And you see here, lots of sticks.
Yeah.
Lots of sticks. And all the anchors.
Oh, the anchors. Okay.
You see around here, you can see under the water.
The ropes.
And in this side, some net.
Oh yeah, I see the rope. Yeah, nets.
Yeah, there are some nets. And some ropes. Can you see the ropes? Here, eh? All the islands, they have their anchors. That's why the island doesn't move. It's always staying in one place.
And the wind is always from that direction?
Different.
Does that mean market?
Up high.
So to take shower all of the island we have
How do you get water up there?
come
Okay.
Yeah.
From here?
from the lake.
And go down?
Yeah.
Do you filter the water? Are you used to the water? Is it clean to you?
Well, if you watch for me, I get a filtration. I have a filter. And for the restaurant service, we use the mineral water. That's to make sure, you know.
Yeah.
Because you are not used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks very clean. Like I can see down.
Yeah, but if you look with a, you know, still you can find maybe 1 or 2 bacteria.
Yeah.
It's not this.
No. That's everywhere though.
Yeah.
But in our house, we can drink
much tunnel areas.
No, just you drive 2 hours south of our house, and you can't do that. So we're very spoiled with water. Yeah, we can drink out of faucets and out of showers. Yeah, out of every faucet.
Were you born on this island, on one of these islands?
Yeah.
You were born out here. Wow.
How many families do you have here?
In total, it's for about, let's say, 800.
But your
Two
family,
families.
your relatives, your
Yeah.
brother, sister.
Sister.
One
But
sister.
we are 6, my family.
Uh-huh.
3 boys, 3 girls.
Uh-huh.
3 of them, we are here,
Uh-huh.
and 3 left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They are professional. One is lawyer, second is engineering, and the last is nurse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they are working out of this
In
island.
Puno?
Puno, Arequipa, and
Boy, they're very spread out.
yeah, thanks to my father.
Uh-huh.
Father gave us a good education.
Uh-huh.
Where did you have your education?
We have a primary school here,
Yeah.
and secondary, we need to go to the city.
Mm.
Yeah. After secondary, still the university,
Yeah.
we need to stay there.
How do you, does the government help with universities, or is it your families have to?
It's depend, you know,
Okay.
depend of the student.
Uh-huh. So if you're very good, the
Yeah,
government will help
maybe
you?
you need to make a admission exam, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you pass that exam, so you are lucky. You know?
Yeah.
If you are not, maybe second way that's a private.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them here, they want to, the father decided to send to them, you know, the city making as a small sacrifice for them. Because when they say, no, we want to improve your generation, so you need to be professional.
Yeah.
So they used to send to the city.
These
Right.
these reeds seem so dry. I'd be worried about a fire starting. Do these ever catch on fire?
Well, many years ago we were having a very big problem with that.
Yeah.
The main problem that we had many years ago, that's using the cactus. Nowadays you can find some solar systems
Mm.
as we keep the energy during the day, the battery,
Mm-hmm.
and during the night you can use that battery
Ah.
for light,
Uh-huh.
watch TV, listen radio.
Yeah.
So that's developing with the technology too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like many years ago. Many years ago, almost every 1 day, every 2 days, they were having problems with the fire.
Mm.
As you can see now, all of the families, they have the solar
Why do you
plaques.
say that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to one now old president, you know, Fujimori,
Hmm.
he started to improve
The base.
solar system.
You can see the base for these things.
Some of the islands, they have like a 40 or 50 years. That the foundation is much
Wow.
thick.
This one is very big island.
Yeah,
And
that
so,
depends how many families
yeah.
can
Mhm.
live here,
Yeah.
can keep this island.
Uh-huh.
Because every 15 days, we need to add layers on.
Every 15 days.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a kind of a hard work.
It's constant.
Yeah,
Hmm. So how far under the water do the reeds go? How deep are the reeds?
just 2 meters.
2 meters? Wow.
After
6
2
6
meters,
feet.
this one. This is
Uh-huh.
the back.
How quickly does the wheat grow before you can cut?
Might be wait like 2 months, 3 months.
How many kindergartners?
We have 2.
2?
2 kindergarten.
Yeah.
So only kindergarten?
Yeah.
All their playground
Uh-huh.
And what is this part? School, more school, or?
Yeah. To south.
For two little kids.
No.
Three,
How many children?
20 of them.
Okay. 20 children, 20 kindergartners, and two buildings.
How about for high school, like secondary school?
What is that? Medical center. Huh. Why does this look like? What is this built on? Hmm? Oh, iron. Okay. So that is not reeds.
Not need to keep that place.
Yeah.
Well, they should have shown this as the field.
The soccer field. Still looks like the ball's gonna roll in the water. There's somebody out here in a boat. Yeah.
This area is shallow. That area is low. This is the weed.
But Amma, if they, but look, they still have to have something to push those boats down. They use like big giant logs, and just go.
This gas station.
Gas station. Huh.
Yeah.
Making one?
Oh, that's long.
Yeah, that's a long boat.
Really long. You can see half of it. I like her hair decoration.
Where?
Fun colors.
Oh,
Those big
yeah.
puffies off her hair.
I saw lots of people with those decorations.
No, I haven't seen one that big.
Whoa. That fish. Oh, that is so great.
Yeah, those black
Oh.
boxes might be for cooking, huh?
Oh, that one's missing a head. It looks like a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dogs out here. And then you tie it all tight and it gets much smaller, huh?
Yeah.
A hospital, a store, a restaurant, a gas station.
That's a gas station, you know. Over there as well, you can see a tank. It's a gas station.
So anytime you
Huh.
see that,
Anytime you see what?
the tank, the blue tank there, is a gas station.
That's the bunker. How
And another
the
gas
ring,
station?
Rings.
Yeah, look at all the reeds.
Yeah, me. Oh, there you went. Getting reeds. How do they get the reeds?
Yeah, how do you cut them?
Do you dive underwater?
Or you just cut them at the height of the water?
That's with the knife.
Uh-huh.
Stick. At the end of that is stick. You put the knife.
Oh, so you reach under with the stick and you
Yeah.
cut it. Oh.
I've never seen ducks swim so low underneath.
Yeah.
They are doing. This is one of the new activities.
Oh, to see if they can raise pigs out here?
Yeah.
Are these pigs on an island?
Yeah.
This is an island for pigs. Wow.
This is Piggy Island.
Yeah. That's the parties, eh?
Yeah.
Every year.
I bet the pigs would love this.
Do they eat? Yeah, lots of pigs. Do they eat the reeds? Or what do they eat? They eat the root, huh?
They eat the root.
Yeah, they look healthy. You just grunted. Yeah, yeah, organic. Uh-huh.
It's natural.
Yeah, and they love the mud and the
Yeah.
water. And they're not
Wow.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
But they can swim, eh?
They can?
Oh.
They can swim.
Oh, do you lose some for swimming then? Yeah.
If nobody appear here, just they started to swim.
Hmm.
They can arrive to the island.
Wow, that's a nice lookout tower. They worked hard on that one.
Titicaca, because you can find this reed. This reed just only can grow in the shallow part of this lake. And the shallow part of this lake, that's where we are here. The maximum deep in this Punos Bay at 70 meters. Hola. Habla inglés también?
Sí.
Okay. So here, this is the peninsula. We have two peninsulas. So crossing the peninsula, this is the open lake. This is the open lake, and we have, for example, the natural islands in Peruvian side, Amantani and Taquili, which are the natural island in Lake Titicaca. And we have in Bolivia side the Sun and Moon Island, which are very important islands in Bolivian side. But those islands are the archaeological site. Because you know the first culture in south of Peru, many years ago Bolivia was called the High Peru, but now it's Bolivia according to the independence in 1821. We started to debate the High Peru and Low Peru. Now we call Peru, and the High Peru they call Bolivia. No? So about the name, Titicaca, that's the correct pronunciation, not Titicaca. Do you know what does mean caca? Caca, it's when we go to the toilet. titicaca. That's the correct pronunciation. Titicaca. Caca means gray color in Aymara language. Caca in Quechua, that is the stone. If you look the map like this, look at the map and look at the shape. The shape of this lake is in the shape of puma. This is the head, this is the ear, tail, back legs, front legs, and this is the body. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we say titicaca. Puma stone or grape. Normally the water all the year it's get cold. The maximum temperature is 16 degrees. And the minimum it's 8 degrees. Never frost, this lake. Right? This is the Lake Titicaca. Any question? No question? Okay. So now just maybe I'm going to talk quick because as soon the sun goes down, it's get cold. Right. You can see here this is the foundation of it. But if we talk about the region of this lake, the region of this lake, what's the shape? As you can see, the material, this is the straw. This is the campus grass. This straw below to the water doesn't last a long time. Only lasts for about 2 months. After 2 months, it started to break. But the first inhabitant, they started to live like this on the boat. They started to live like this. That's why we show here some of the local people here. They used to make some of this meaning. The first inhabitant when they started to living like this. Now it's very different. Now we have huge rooms, big rooms, and we don't use more this conic shape like teepees. Not like teepees where they were living like this. But now we don't use this reed as a foundation. We use just to keep add layers on. Here, this is the root of the reed. Normally the reeds grow like this. Normally grow like this. And this root just we can get during the rainy season. Just when the level of the water raise up, this normally is like this, as we can see. This is the soil. This is the soil, natural one. The black soil. And it has good properties. When we have sometimes here during the rainy season, we can find, or you can find some gardens in the islands because it's wet, it's fine. Now, if we make some garden, maybe probably just for 1 day, because during the night get frost, which is not good. So it's grow like this, right? The reeds. Now, some of the areas where the reeds grow, normally it's touched to the bottom. What happened during the rainy season? The level of the water raised up. So this naturally started to break from the bottom and it's going to rise to the surface. Like this. So now the island where you are now is like this. It's just water and here this is the root. This is the root, this foundation. This foundation can last now 40, 50 years without problem. But many years ago, it was not last long time. This, for example, started to decompose very fast, very quickly. Just only one of these reed lasts just for about 2 months. After 2 months, make a new one. That's the reason the family were looking for a best material. The best material that they find is this portion. For example, this island, it has like 40 years, this platform. And that area has like 10 years. In other areas like 1 year. And behind this room, we bring more roots to join to the island, and it's going to enlarge, make much bigger to this platform. So the island we can make huge size, but the problem, only one problem we have, every 10, every 50 days we need to add layers on. So because it starts to decompose, like you can see here, it's get wet and it's warm because during the day get sun, very strong sun, and during the night that's humidity. That's why the women here, when they have 60, 65 years, the main problem that they have, that's with the humidity, rheumatism. When you see some ladies here having sit, not walking, sometimes you can think that that lady has like 70 years or 80 years. Not. They have like 60, 65 years, but at soon they are not walk very well because have a problem with their legs, rheumatism. Right? That's the main problem here. That's why the families here, the ancestors were, looking for the best material. And that's why the houses, we can put a little bit more higher from the ground. That's the main problem. So this, for example, just to show you, to have any idea how we make one artificial floating island. As you can see, I have 3 blocks, and 3 blocks I'm not gonna join all together. Like behind here, you can see from that edge, lots of portions of this, different size, like 2 meters square, 5 meters square, 6 meters square, different portions. But we need to bring like that, to bring easy. Because if we bring this whole portion, it's going to be very difficult, so hard to bring here. And it's so heavy. That's the reason, normally, we need to cut like in the ancient time. They were using the sticks, and with the sticks, they were cutting. Now, just, we use the saw. With the saw, could be much easier. Because we can start it to cut, and it's fine. And many years ago, they were chewing the coca leaves, drinking alcohol to have energy, to avoid the cold, And nowadays only we can chew just candies, just drink Coca-Colas, drink just beer, just that, to have energy or for the cold, right? Here, for example, the foundation normally, it's like a half meter. With that time, it's going to increase much bigger. This small area has like 2 meters. That's why it's much solid. But if you walk around there, you can feel it. It's very spongy, right? So when we bring all the roots, we started to join like this until to get just one block. We use, of course, nowadays the nylon until to get just one block. When we get this block, so we're gonna go to cut the ribs and put on, like this. So for example, you didn't see here, this rope here, no the sticks, nothing, just whole platform. And this we need to cross like this, put in different directions.
Not fall down.
This is for the house. Like this. Then we have this modern house. We have this ancient house. And of course the family. I'm the president of the island. No? Like this. So we can do like this. The island. Then we need, of course, the taxi. No? Nowadays we use go fishing, hunting, collecting eco birds, to do everything. And the last, the island is floating. We don't move the island. Now we are very close. Tomorrow in the morning when you wake up, or maybe, so we are going to be far from the reeds. Now we are touching the reeds. But tomorrow in the morning, when the wind's going to change the direction, so we can move like 3-4 meters from that side. And the island, it's moved to different places. Right, left. It's making balance, like that. So the island never stay in one place. If I want, today we can break it or take it off the anchors. Tomorrow morning we can wake up in Bolivia side without passport, without permission. We can do that. But we don't care. We don't like to go to Bolivia. So we fix very well and we are going to stay just in the Peruvian side. Not tourists, Haunted birds. The haunted birds. That nowadays it's not work. Doesn't work this. The people who were making this now he's get old and he's not their child's not practice how to make this. No, that's just we have this as a memory. As a memory, we have this gun. And another activity was fishing activity. We have like 7 kind of fish. We mentioned the trout, kingfish, karachi, which is our native fish from the lake. It's so tasty. All of in the city you can find. In the market, the karachi, it's very tasty, delicious as well, of our native fish. And most of the restaurant offer the trout, right? And the last activity that we make here is this. For example, we made this just to make this. This is the tourism, the last activity there. And some of them, they are making as well, we saw pigs, farming pigs as well. They are making, that's the last activity. But most of them, we have like 96 floating islands for about 2,000 people that we are living in this community. And all of the people here, they represent their lives. Like you can see how the mamas carrying the babies, because we need to be careful with them. When they are child, 3, 4, 5 years, so the problem with them is, they can fall in the water. They don't know how dangerous is the water here. So that's why they need to take her in their backs, the mamas. Here the houses, the reeds, triology, condor, puma, and the snake. This is the 3 words. And we have the couple. We don't have parks, we don't have discotheques here. And we have here the men fishing, picking nets. Just with the nets here, we can fish, not with the hook. Because if you wait with the hook, maybe in one day you can get one small fish, so which is not enough for your lunch. And we have this. This will represent to the gods. You can see here the gods. We have this. This is Puma. That represents the lake Titicaca. This is Puma. Pachamama. Pachamama represents the Mother Earth. Mother Lake here. This is the Mother Lake. That's represent the lake Titicaca too. The water. Tumi, god of medicine. God of medicine. Wiracocha. Wiracocha is the creator of universe. And it has a relation with the shaman here. This is the shaman. We have a Catholic church here. Some chapels. Not the big church, because that was the 7-day Adventist church. But we have the chapels. The chapels normally the Catholic priest never arrive there, just the Andean priest, because they are the shamans. And just every 15 days they can open that church, and during the night, not during the day, just during the night, because the shaman said during the night we can have a good communication with them, because all of them sleeping, and it has a good connection with that. That's why always they do during the night the ceremonies here. Normally it's like in the Catholic church with the incense, chewing coca leaves, that's mixing, that is the representing this. And we say to the nature, thank you. No, thank you to all of them. Thank you to the birds, thank you to the fish, thank you to the reeds. So we conserve